It was kind of warm out there. Got a little hot. So I'm glad to be back in here in the air conditioning. And it's October and we're running our air. That's ridiculous. Anyway, it'll probably sleet on Halloween. So, got the pacifiers. Got them back in. Gonna get the excess out. Make sure there's no extra little pieces in there. And then we'll get these magnets glued in. Guess I could spare you this part, huh? No, you're gonna suffer and watch me do this. Okay, looks good, looks good. Now I just drew a circle on some fabric, and it's a little crooked, but oh well. Life goes on, even if your circle's crooked. I had some just stretchy fabric, sort of like, it's cotton jersey, sort of like a t-shirt, that's what it is. And I just put about 1,000,000 layers there and cut circles. Cut them all at once. I use this to glue. Let's see which way. This way. E6000. You can get it at Walmart, anywhere. Just about anywhere. Oh my gosh! And these magnets are strong, strong, strong. See, these are the rectangular, and then we've got the circular. So. And I usually take the stack apart and put a piece of paper between every one just so I don't have to wrestle with them, because they're hard to get them. They're strong. So they're pretty difficult to get apart. And when you do take them apart, lay them far from each other, because if you don't, they're going to migrate and stick back together. I think I only have 3, let's see, 6 rectangular. Oh, golly. Get back in there. Okay, put them over there. I think I'm done with those. I'm gonna get these dudes apart. Okay. It's crazy. I just scatter them out so they're not anywhere near each other. When you get down to 2, it's pretty tough. You have to slide them apart. That makes it easier. Okay, you go over there and you go right there. Okay. So, let's see. I had 3 that I was going to do circular, so let's get those done. And I'm just going to put a blob of E6000. I want a pretty good amount so that when I put the magnet in, there's going to be a little squished up around it. And I need to get my Clementine, because her face is what I use for to make sure that I like all my magnets to go the same direction. So I have to try it on the doll. Okay. She tuckered out after her busy day at the craft expo yesterday. We had a lot of fun. She got passed around. Oh my gosh, everybody there wanted to hold her, and we had so much fun. They messed up your hair and everything. Okay, so let's get this pacifier off. And I'm going to take my round magnet and I'm going to put it on her mouth. And I'm just going to lay it on her face. Like that. And then I'll know that that part that's up is the part that goes down on this. That way when I put all my pacifiers up on my thing, they'll all be the same direction. They'll all be having the same pole, I guess maybe you'd call it. I'm not sure. I'm not fluent in magnet lingo. So So I'm going to push that down really well. It's pretty good. And I'm going to spread a little layer all around it. And then with all this excess, I'm going to stick the white fabric on. Because when I put it on my doll, I don't like the magnet to touch the face. Some people just leave it like this, but I want that magnet to have a layer between it and the baby doll. Because I just feel like, you know, that metal, that might wear her paint. So, and the paint on a Reborn is gonna wear. I know people say, you know, the paint shouldn't come off and blah blah blah, but anything, no matter what it is, with enough wear, it's gonna wear down. So I want that to happen as late as possible. And I don't want this anywhere near my baby until it is bone dry. Bone dry. Now I'll show you something way quicker and way easier is the way that I did the last ones. This is a stretchy fabric band-aid, and I just don't have any. I wish I did. And you just cut it apart, and it's already sticky, and you slap it over top of your magnet. You glue your magnet down first, then you put this over. And it's just so simple. Now, I don't know how well it would hold if you just put the magnet in and put the band-aid over it. Probably would yank off the band-aid. I'm saying you have to glue it first, but I'm telling you, how adorable is that, people? How adorable. Everybody called her a boy because her outfit is so blue, but I'm like, it's got a pink seahorse and it's got pink bows up the front. So I'm a girl, people. Look at the butt. Come on. Oh my gosh. I don't know. People who think this is a stupid hobby, you just need to hold one and sit in a dark room in a rocking chair and pat the bottom, and I think you'll be saying, where's $500? I think so. Alright, moving on. I'm going to get the rest of these done, and I'll be back. Maybe we'll put another layer on Spencer. Alrighty, I've got back to the painting table finally today, and I'm working on this Spencer. Getting him, I think I'm going to start with his head. I always start with the leg. I'm going to switch it up. I did his little belly plate already. This is just a purple layer. You see he's getting pretty good. But you see the color he started and the color he is now, there's not hardly any difference yet. But there will be. There will be. So I'm just painting some purple on, and then I'll sponge it off. Getting in the crevices really well, all down in the creases. I didn't do the yellow layer on his lips, but I'm going to go ahead and do the purple layer on his lips. And you could have done the yellow layer on the lips. I just knew, just in my personal experience, that I didn't want any of that yellowish tint in his lips. I just prefer not to put that on his lips. So I'm just purpling up his face. I don't know how much you can see. Piece of fuzz. Get off. And I'm not caring if I don't hit every tiny little spot, because when I sponge it, I can even it out then. Put it down in his little ears. I'm going to get down in there really well. behind his ears really well. And I'm hurrying so I don't let this start getting flashed off or dry before I get ready to sponge it, because I don't want that to happen. And using this little pointy edge to get down in those little creases really well. I'll take that behind his ear. And I'll take that inside his ear. And if I still feel like I can't get it all, then I'll take a dry brush. Well, that looks pretty good. Kennedy fussing in the background. She's at that magical age where everything makes her extremely furious. Everything. And I do mean everything. She's always mad. At that why is your toddler screaming age. But she'll outgrow that too. She's still precious. Now tomorrow I'll have my other two grandbabies. I'm going to keep them for a little while tomorrow evening, so I'm going to ask their dad if he minds for them to be on YouTube, and we'll see how that goes. I'm going to go ahead and put some more purple on little Spencer, and I'll be back. I got the purple layer on Spencer, and now I'm starting on his veins. Let's see if I can get it up close. I turned the other lamp off so maybe you could see. I'm just getting started. I've got it on the bridge of his nose, in this crease right here, in the corners of his eyes, and coming up his forehead. They're a lot darker than what you can see with me looking in the camera. I can't hardly see them, but you can see them a little. So that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna turn this light back on so I can see. That's what I'm doing, is just running veins all over his head. If you do decide to leave your baby bald, it's nice to have some veins and stuff on his head, because it just gives interest since it's bald. There's nothing there. So I'm just connecting all these, and I'm just making a little framework. Make a big prominent vein. Like, say I'm gonna take one and just, I don't know if you can see, I'm just gonna run one right here. I want it to be never straight, always, well, sometimes straight, but most of the time they're really wiggly. And the first thing I do is get rid of the very ends. Get rid of the very end. Just dab it away. Dab away the very end, because I don't want to see where it stops and starts. Then once I get rid of the end, I can dab a little, get rid of it, dab a little. I'm drying it on my paper towel. Dab, dab, all the way up through there. And if it still looks a little too prominent to me, I'm just gonna lightly just pounce just a little with my sponge, not too much, because you don't want to get rid of it entirely. And that's what you have left. And you don't see where it stops and starts, but because it's deep down under the skin. Here we go. I thought I was doing good and it wasn't even recording, so got the little hands, little arms done. I'm going to show you this, and I don't think you can really see it, but I'll stick it up there anyway, just in case you can. Better with light, better without light, I don't know. So anywho, if you can see it, you just don't know how frustrating that is to me that you can't see it. So I've got all the pieces veined, and there's the belly plate. I may go back later and do some more, and chances are I will, because it gets lighter as you go, and you try to get that a little. I'll hunker down. It gets lighter as you go, and you know, when you put subsequent layers on, and it subdues the veins quite a bit. So later, while you're deciding, you know, where to go from here, you can always touch up a little bit of your veins and make them pop a little more. I tend to go, you know, just take it easy. do them light, and then, you know, you can always go back and add a little more. Some people even add a little teeny tinge of green on top of the vein color in later layers, and that looks really awesome. So anyway, I'm gonna stop the video right here, and we'll pick up on him tomorrow. Do a little more. I'm tired and I don't want to look at him no more. I'll see y'all later.